Midwest, let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Jason Pierre.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
10 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
The mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
First carry now. This is Williams. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
He was brought down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
34-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Snap comes at 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Just like that. Tight dog. Watch the edge. Check. Lucky. Check. Hot. Check 90. White left. Watch the safety.
On 3rd down, Jones. And some room to work. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 33 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
The score, Packers 7, Buccaneers nothing.
How does the kickoff one away? Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tough rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
14.
A big play there. 61 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied at 7.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Boxing, 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 boxing. Zoom, zoom. Banjo.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Rodgers now on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Rodgers. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Adams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Jones. Credit him with a 1 yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down by
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
3 down, 3 down. Mike 7. Mike 7. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. He's coming.
On second down, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
42 the mark, 42 the mark. Ready? Kill. Hey, 66.
Brady now on first down. He's going to fire deep for Radley. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Buccaneer first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Rodgers. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
And 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. And again, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Goal to go.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Out. 3 down. Back, come on. Inside. Watch for the 50. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Hey, check. Mike 7, Mike 7. Let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they'll get him down right around the 20. So a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
First down, Buccaneers.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 41, Brady. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. On play action, now Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Jones. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Throwing on first down is Brady. That's caught by Howard, and he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Brady now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 39-yard line.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Brings up second and 9.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
To throw is Rodgers on third down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Ndamukong Suh able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Brady. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Packers 20.
And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Franklin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's a gain of 20.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequence.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Always a pleasure.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back. TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That'll make it 1st and 15. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.